Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a 15-minute Pilates gentle evening routine. So really working on our alignment and our control of movements. We're going to start down on the mat, bringing our feet hip distance apart and maybe about a foot away from our bottom. Let's start by just having a tilt of the pelvis, so tucking the tailbone under, rolling as far as we can before the back starts to move away from the mat. And then tipping the other way, so pushing our hip bones forwards and creating a little arch under the back. Just seeing how far you can go in each direction. And then coming to settle around midway between the two extremes in our neutral spine position. From here, you can either relax the arms down by your side or keep the hands on your hip bones at the front here. We're going to work into our bridge, so as we breathe out, we're going to tuck the tailbone under and start to roll up off the floor. When we reach the top, let's take a breath in, and then on the breath out, rolling back down. We're thinking about pushing down into the mat and then rolling up, coming up vertebrae by vertebrae until we have a nice line between our knee, our hip and our shoulder. Breath in at the top again, breath out, rolling back down. Good. Just gently starting to mobilise the spine, see how it's moving this evening. Lovely. This time, let's hold for our breath in at the top. On our breath out, let's float one heel up onto tiptoes and lower, and then lift the other heel. Good. Breath out, we're rolling back down. Breath in to prepare, breath out, roll back up. Inhale, lift one heel. Exhale, lift the other heel. Breath in at the top, breath out to roll back down. Good, let's do that a couple more times. One heel, the other heel. Gently rolling back down. Lovely, last one here, rolling up. One heel lifts, the second heel lifts. We lower and then rolling back down. Good. From here, come back to your neutral spine position, and we're going to float the arms up overhead. On our breath in, we reach the arms up a little bit higher. Breath out, float the arms overhead. We're going to circle round. And then as we reach our hips, let's breathe in and come back to center. Breath out, arms float over the head, circle round. And come back up on that breath in. This time I want you to think about the weight going down through your rib cage. So as the arms float overhead, are you arching? Are you losing contact with the mat? Perhaps make that circle a little bit smaller. We're trying to keep nice and still through the core. And using this just to gently engage through the lower abdominal muscles, helping keep the ribs down and stopping the back from arching here. Good, lovely. Breath in as the arms come up. Breath out, floating overhead. Breath in to come back up. Lovely. This time, let's see if we can incorporate our legs at the same time. So we're going to bring one leg up into tabletop. As we extend, arms and legs, we breathe out. Breath in, we come back up together and the leg lowers. Opposite leg lift in. Breath out. Breath in. Good. Keep on going, alternating which leg's extending. It's a little bit of a challenge for our coordination, but a really nice movement to help. Extending those arms and legs and just challenging the core to stay in that neutral position. Good. Lovely. Let's do one more on either side. And then gently lower the legs, lower the arms down. We're going to now work on some lateral stability. So we've worked forwards and backwards, and now we want to try and keep the pelvis stable as we move side to side. Bring those heels so they're flat on the ground. We're going to imagine we have got a glass of water placed on our right knee, and we're going to take the left knee out to the side, just as far as you can control, and then come back. Sometimes it can be nice to keep your hands on your hip bones, or if that feels a bit cumbersome, relax the arms down by your side. We're going to alternate sides, keeping the opposite leg, that static leg, nice and still. That's where the real work comes in, keeping the leg really still, not allowing it to wobble or come into the midline. Good. Use that breath out as the knee draws in. So breath in as the knee drops to the side. Breath out as we come in. Good. Lovely. We can do 2 more to either side. And then bring the feet together, so zip the knees and legs together and bring the arms out slightly. From here we're going to allow the knees to drop to one side and allow the head to roll and look away. Use the tummy muscles to squeeze the knees back to center and drop to the other side. Head rotates away from your knees. Breath in, hold that stretch. Breath out, roll back to center. Breath in as we drop to the side. Breath out to come back. Good. Keep on going, using that breath. Lovely. Now you can keep on going here with your feet on the floor, or if you're happy working up in double tabletop, let's move up here, floating one leg out and then the next up to center, taking the knees to one side, just as far as you can control, back to center. Allow that head to roll the opposite way, looking away from the knees. Lovely. Let's do one more to either side. And then bring the knees into your chest. Have a little rock and roll forwards and back and side to side, wherever is comfortable for your back. And then we'll gently lower the legs down. Lovely. From here, we're going to work into our scissors exercise. We're going to float one leg up into tabletop and lower down. Second leg lifts and we lower. So this is our level 1. Level 2, we're going to float one leg up, breath out as that second leg lifts up, and we're just going to tap one foot down and then the other. Good. So choose which level is right for you today. See how you're feeling. Are you creating an arch underneath the back as the leg drops? If so, maybe drop down a level for the time being. Good, lovely. Excellent. We'll go for one more on either leg. And then let's see if we can float both arms up to shoulder height. And again, we're going to do that double arm circle, so arms float overhead. Let's tap one foot down and come back up. and circle around as the next foot drops. If you're working with feet on the floor, same thing. We lift up as one arm floats overhead and lower, switch legs as the arms come back. Lovely. Keep on going whichever level you're working at. Use that breath out. Everyone always holds their breath. We remember to breathe in, but it's that breath out we forget. Lovely. One more tap on either leg. And then again, knees into the chest. Have a little rock and roll forwards and back. Lovely. From here, we're going to come into a little stretch. So feet on the ground to begin with. Let's float one leg up towards the ceiling. Hands come behind the thigh. We're just drawing that leg in towards the chest, just as far as is comfortable for you. Have a little play, maybe flexing the foot, seeing how that changes that stretch for you. If it's too much, by all means point the toes and just work on getting the knee straight here. Lovely. We'll hold for another 5 breaths. Good. Lovely. Breathing into that stretch. We'll do 2 more breaths here. And then lower down. Opposite leg. Now if this stretch is a bit too much, you can always use a towel or a belt or a Pilates circle to help give you a little bit more leverage for that stretch. Good. Keep on holding there, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just really relaxing into that stretch. We'll hold for another couple of breaths. And then gently bring the knee into your chest and lower down. We're going to come into a glute stretch, so stretching out the muscles at our bottom. We can do that bringing one heel across the opposite knee and then pushing the knee of the lifted leg away from us. This might be enough of a stretch. If you can't quite feel it in your bottom yet, bring the opposite knee in towards your chest and interlace the hands behind the thigh or over the shin, and then push the supported knee away from you until you can feel that stretch really going down into your bottom. Good. We'll hold here. Lovely. Well done, everyone. 2 more breaths here. Really relaxing into that stretch. And then we'll switch sides. So again, you can either have the foot placed on the floor or lifted up, hands interlaced behind either the shin or the thigh. Good. We'll hold for another couple of breaths. And then gently lower the feet one at a time. Again, maybe have a little roll of the knees side to side. Allow the arms to outstretch. Allow the head to roll to the opposite side. This time maybe gently looking up towards the top of the mat and rolling around in a semicircle. So gazing up to the top of the mat. Coming back, good. Lovely. One more time to either side. And then very gently, let's make our way up to sitting. Take a moment to give yourselves a little shoulder shrug or roll the shoulders back. Allow the eyes to gently close or lower the gaze. In as we roll up, out as we drop back. One more time. And then just rotate the head, looking as far as you can over your right shoulder. Come back to center, breath in, breath out as we rotate, looking over the left shoulder. Good. One more time to either side, breath in to prepare, growing tool. Breath out, we look over the right shoulder. Hold for a breath in. Breath out to come back to center and over to the left. Hold for a breath here. And then come back to center. Lovely, thank you very much everyone. And I hope to see you on your mat soon.